Man, it is a beautiful fall day to do a review on this SLS 3 with a 200 horsepower Merc. I almost don't want to do the review. I almost want to just hang out of here, but nevertheless, this is a pretty cool boat overall. I sell a lot of these SLS 3s because they really are just a functional, all-around great triple pontoon boat. This one's no different. This particular one has a couple extra options on it that I'll show you, but this SLS 3 is really about a 24, almost 25 foot overall triple pontoon. And it's just got tons of features on it that just make it really useful. One of the stern seats here on the starboard side, and they're just large seats. As you can see, I was laying out here, but I can easily get 2, maybe even 3 people on each side. And the great thing about it is it's just a lot of space in this boat. It's easy to move about. I'm going to show you that by just going back to my swim platform, which is like, it's just so easy to get around and out on the back of the boat. This one has an extended swim platform, which is just a lot of space back here. You know, if you're doing some fishing or you're swimming, I mean, there's just so much space. It has a wide ladder on it. So if you're getting in and out of the water, it's a really big ladder to get in and out with, as well as just, if you're doing water sports and such, you can do it off this. You're pulling a tube, wakeboarding, etc. It's easy to do off here. Right now, the ski tow pylon is removed, because it is a removable ski tow pylon, but it sits right here. It makes it really easy to throw your lines on when you are doing water sports. As I walk around here in this aft seating, you might notice it has this little pedestal mount on the floor because it has a pedestal table, which I do most of my videos with it. So we decided to do this review with it out, so you can just see how much space in here. It's like a dance floor almost. Just tons of space in these boats. And if you notice, as I'm walking towards the bow, it's like this long hallway, which just makes it easy to get in and out of this boat. Just something you have to remember when you are, out here with your family and friends is a lot of folks are moving around. And this one just has like some clear corridors to do that, including coming all the way out to the bow where there is a, this is probably 16 inches or so of bow space on the deck that lets me get from starboard to port without having to inch along a tight deck up here. I can kind of just easily walk. So this is really important when you're boarding the boat because a lot of folks want different access points. Well, I can get on at the bow, I can get on at the stern, and I can get on over here at this port side gate. So once again, if you notice, it's just easy to walk through the boat and access or egress, rip and around, which is just the neat thing about this particular model. A couple other cool things it has, which again, we've probably shown a few times, but it has a changing room hidden in here, which is just great. Pops right out, doesn't take up any space. I can put a porta potty under my helm and zip. You've got a changing room or a head on the boat. Again, I mentioned this boat has a couple features on it. One of them is the in-floor storage, which is just massive. The storage is every bit of about 20, 24 inches deep. And it's always just amazing the size of just how big this thing is. Look at this, and it goes forward as well. So it's just a big open cavern in here that you can just put so much gear in, which in a pontoon boat, it has a lot of storage to begin with. This extra storage is just great for your lines, your skis, maybe your noodles, all those things you just throw in a boat. Now, when I get over to the helm, I don't miss anything at the helm as well. It has this great helm seat for the captain, another one for the co-captain, and we're both sitting at the same level, which is really important because when you're out in the water, you can talk to the co-captain without having to look back or look forward. You're just all at the same spot. It's a full-featured helm. There's, everything is here. They've done great jobs on these SLSs or the CX models of it's just all easy to read. Literally, when you sit here at the helm, I've got all my accessories over here on the left side of the helm. Got my Bluetooth stereo right here on the left side. It's not too high or too low. It's easy to deal with. Same with my GPS. It's mounted right with an eye's view that I can easily manipulate the buttons while keeping an eye on the water. Same with my gauges. I put them in a great spot. I can see my speedo or tack just as I look forward on the boat. Collectively, I'm just sitting in this helm and I just feel kind of enveloped. I feel really comfortable. If you notice, I'm just relaxing, sitting back a little bit with my arm on the armrest and the throttle. It's not terribly, I'm not stretching or reaching for anything. It's really rather easy. Let's see what this thing is like when we get out and run this thing. It's gonna be a lot of fun because it is powered by a 200 horsepower Mercury Verado. Really well powered for a boat of this size. If you're looking for some speed and some significant power, 200 is a really great engine and it's still pretty cost effective. But less talky, more boaty. Let's get out there. And this, of course, this boat has HMX or the high performance pontoons on it, which means three logs, lifting strakes, as well as an underbelly. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm just gonna hit it and get right into it. Again, I am trimmed all the way down and just throttling up, and it jumps to plane. Hopefully you can pick that up on the camera, just how well this thing pops out of the water. And if I just wide open throttle and hit it, you can feel the boat push you back pretty quickly. I'm up in the mid 30s right now, and it's not without, it doesn't take much effort on this particular boat. We're up around 35 miles an hour. And the great thing about it is, with power, trimmed down, a lot of throttle, this does not have power steering, but it is an option. I can do a very fast turn at 27, 28 miles an hour, and it just feels great. It's a lot of fun. And I'm just gonna go back over some waves here in a second. I don't know if you'll even pick that up in the video because the boat just runs so smooth. And again, this is a 200 horsepower. And the neat thing is you're gonna be out here cruising, I don't know, 12, 13 miles an hour. Equally fun. Right now I am 18, holding plane. Obviously the engine's not even struggling, and it's just a nice, smooth cruise. And the cool thing about these Mercury Verados is they are so quiet. Now I do have a microphone, but I probably really wouldn't need it because it really runs that quiet. The wind noise is more than the engine. And even while we're up on plane, I can go into turns, the boat stays on plane, runs very level, very smooth. There's a lot of manufacturers out there that are making triple pontoons that are meant to bank, which, this particular model doesn't bank. It actually stays rather level, which is, I think, a benefit. If I want to bank, I'm going to go get a fiberglass boat. If I want to really have a stable, comfortable ride, I'm going to get a triple pontoon, which that's what this thing does. And I think the fun really comes from, there you go, the 200 horsepower that really has a bunch of punch to it. And it goes from a nice slow ride to a lot of fun. You can trim this thing out, see how fast you can get it. And there we are, we're high 30s, 38 miles an hour, 37 miles an hour, and it's really a lot of fun. Obviously, if you go bigger horsepower, you can get a little more speed out of it. You may want to get power steering. If you want a really easy turning, you notice I got to turn on that wheel a little bit hard. There you have it. That's this SLS3 with a 200. Lots of fun, great running boat. If you are looking for something, for you and the family, it kind of does everything as well as carries a lot of people. Sporty, good looking, a lot of space, fun ride. This could be the boat for you. Now, if you're not thinking about buying a boat and you want to just learn about boating, maybe get some education, get some hands-on training, we're here for you. Or if you want to rent a boat similar to this, or even be in a boat just like this in our boating club, we've got all these things for you. Either way, thanks for watching on this beautiful fall day, and I look forward to seeing you on the water.